Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World. Last episode, we got everything settled, spoke with our companions a bit more, got a new companion, changed out our loot, equipped everything out, sold what we didn't need, and now it's time for us to take a rest and prepare for the ship. Which I guess we'll just go right to right now.
Alvida left for the port at dawn. She couldn't wait to set foot aboard her new ship. Are we going to meet her?
Yes, we most certainly are. Oh, wrong room. Let's get down there right away. Yep, straight west of here. The hell is that about?
Get out of there! Come out, you rogue! I know you're in there. Give me back my money, you cheat! I wasn't drunk at all. Who are you? Why are you looking at me like that?
Try to reason with the drunkard.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on is that the dirty cheat who lives here stole a pile of money from me while playing cards.
Maybe you had a streak of bad luck. It can happen.
No, it's not possible. I've got a strategy. I can't lose.
Oh
Come on.
boy.
You should give me that bottle and go home. You can always come back tomorrow and win back your money with your strategy.
That's not such a bad idea. Here, I'll be back tomorrow.
Well, he's gone. Alright, don't have to deal with that anymore. Anyway, on to the ship. Finally, we'll have a ship and be able to figure out a way to get home. Back to Tier 4D. There you are, Alvida. Oh, master of the shipyard.
There you are. I'm happy to see you out of that courtroom and cleared of those ridiculous accusations. Captain Alvida has already returned to her ship and is busy preparing for your journey. When you're ready, just say the word and we'll take you aboard too.
Let's leave.
We're ready.
In that case, climb into this boat and it will take you aboard. Godspeed.
Excellent. I still think a lot of the headgear we've been given is very silly looking. Not a bad ship. Alright. Well, we're all here. Time to figure out our next step.
Well, what do you think of my ship? It's quite the change from that old skiff. This one even has a cabin.
Yes, it is a fine vessel. But when will you take us back?
As soon as I can pay the crew and stock the old with food for the trip.
My family would certainly be able to finance the journey. especially since it would be an opportunity for them to compete with the Dorsays. They're a rival family who rule over the cities of Serene and New Serene. Come to think of it, they too could finance our trip, I suppose. They certainly have the means.
That would entail going to Peren, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind going there too. There's someone there I need to see.
Really? Someone from Thélème, I presume?
Yes, a man of the cloth who might be able to help me get home. A certain Father Cardinal Pius.
I've heard of him. A charming old man who lives like a monk, I believe.
Yes, he's a priest and the Thélème ambassador. He can help me get home, but his influence could also be useful in getting your expedition financed.
Yes, I've heard of him. Well, having the backing of influential people is rarely a bad thing. My family is going to be thrilled when they hear about my exploits in Alima.
As for me, I'd like to go back to Iskiara. We left behind a giant, rampaging creature, and I hate to think what might happen to the locals and my companions. We can't just leave this beast to wander around. We have to find out what happened after our timely getaway.
That's
and since
true.
it's not possible to dock in Dooten, this will bring me as close as possible.
That's a lot of destinations to choose from. We'll have to choose just one. So, where are we headed?
All right. The Constancia can cross the seas and take you anywhere. It's essential to travel from one country to another via Gakan? Whatever. Use the world map to choose a destination. The ship anchors off the coast of the chosen country. Use the rowboat to reach dry land, and comprising your party is required for each descent. As with your new house, you'll find your companions on board to talk to, a bed in your cabin to rest, a storage chest to manage your inventory, a workbench for your preparations, and a merchant to buy basic consumables. When you're in regions without a camp, like in big cities, feel free to come back to Constancia. Local maps offer a quick return to the ship, except in temporary situations where the escape is forbidden. And look at that! We leveled up. Definitely gonna go ahead and, let's see. Skills, attributes, and talents. Okay, more skills. Excellent. It's still going to be several levels before we get to that, because we're at the different level, not the right one. Let's see. So I have the treacherous shot. What do I want to take next? Having one of these wouldn't be a bad idea. Knockdown literally is just knocking them down. Violent charge, I think, could work out. In fact, I think I do like that. Toughness when life is low. Fencing weapons and do more damage with one. I'll take violent charge. Attributes. Point in agility. Oh, I got 2. You know what? 2 points in focus. I'll try to get it to 9. And a new talent. I could do survival, but I want to keep diplomacy. Diplomacy is currently at 3 because of Cloak of the Empire. Let's go with mechanisms. Alright, you get a skill. You've got some good things here. Double blow would probably be good. You do have a lot of focus on retaliation. But let's see here. You know, there would be good ones there, but let's see. You are the tanky sort. You're meant to survive. I'll take triple blow. We'll take double blow, I think. There, another ability. And attributes, strength to 19. Oh, you got another one. Endurance. Alright. Our archer friend. Let's see. Stone skin applies toughness to allies and retaliation. Probably wise to take that. Oh, no. Weapon skill improvement. There we go. Which will eventually give us acrobatic shot, which does damage and jumps back. And disabling shot, which is immobilization. Not the most impressive. Attributes, perception, and focus. You're next. Alright, Ludwig. So that I can upgrade that to not only do damage, but also put in projection. Alternately, weakness and breaks shields, or damage twice in the area of effect and knocks him down on the second. Which actually does sound like a good idea, I think. Yeah. We'll go with that. For your attributes, endurance, and strength. You're next. Let's see. Increases crit chance on basic attacks on an enemy that's got immobilization. Which you can do. We'll go with Frenzied Killer, though. And for attributes, agility and endurance. You, I like the explosive retreat. Okay, high damage means you do more high health means you do more damage. I like that idea. Attributes, perception, and endurance. You're up next. You can take... Let's see. Shadow projection, improving that could be good. Yeah, we'll go with that. Your attributes... Will is now maxed. Your attributes, max out your agility. And your skills... Twin blows seems like it'll be useful. We'll go with twin blows. Okay. And what equipment have we picked up? Intrepid Navigator's Talk. Okay. The intricate patterns of this headdress echo the tides and currents through which the knots chart their lives. Worn by the island's most seasoned sailors, this talk embodies a deep bond between the knots and the seas and their unyielding devotion to a life unlike any other. That is straight up better in every way. And you also wear a light thing. The chef's hat would be better, but the Intrepid Navigator's Talk is even better than that. You wear medium. You wear light. You also wear light. You can wear the chef's hat. And you can keep the blue azure turban. Okay. Nice new items. I'll take them. Bottle of strong wine doesn't matter. Let's see. So, we have a couple quests. Ludwig asks you to investigate what became of the creature you once fought in the Iskara region. He fears she may still be roaming near Kizilkaya, posing a threat to both the villagers and his fellow smugglers. The villagers remain deeply shaken by the events. Okay, Kurnaz's plan. Go to Alima. A woman named Zarin in Alima could help you, although she's Kurnaz's wife. Fausta swears she can be trusted. Okay. And the Grey Eminence. Fausta suggested that a high-ranking figure in Thélème might be able to help you organize a return voyage to Tir Fadi. We'll probably go with Footsteps in the Guardian first, but Nilan seems concerned about something. Okay. And it seems we can talk to everyone. Well, let's start with Alvida.
I'm glad you came to see me. I'm going to need your help. It's a personal matter.
What does it entail?
As you may remember, Silvio told me about a cache on the Constantia. Despite everything that's happened to that ship since sinking, it wasn't discovered. I found my mother's logbook in there, but she had so little trust that she wrote in code. And I don't understand any of it. I need to know what information it holds. It may give me some insight into what happened to her. You understand?
Of course. But what do you expect from me?
I need you to find someone who can translate the logbook.
Alright, we'll definitely... You're about to set out on a companion quest. The main companion will be locked. Ah! Now's not the time.
We're too busy at the moment. We'll have to see later.
Ask if she likes her ship.
Are you happy to have become the captain of the Constantia? That boat must mean a lot to you.
I'm happy to have recovered my mother's ship, even though, I admit, I had misgivings at first. After all, she did die at its helm. But when I reached it, I immediately felt a connection, and many memories came back to me. Happy memories of my childhood.
Well, would you like to share any of your memories?
Tell me about them.
Oh, I have so much to tell. I spent my very first years on this ship, you know? I climbed my first skylines here. I had small legs back then. It was difficult and painful. But when I got to the top... Oh, what a view! I had the world at my feet, and I was so proud. Of course, my mother scolded me. I was too young and could have killed myself. But despite that, the feeling of touching the horizon, of being free as a bird, oh, it's something I'll never forget.
By the way, your crew is kinda... They seem to be having a bit of a problem right now.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, so Alvida has a personal quest we'll need to deal with. That's how we choose a destination. So workbench there. Nilan wants to talk.
Thank you for coming to see me, Vridengar. We need to talk about that merchant, Iqbal. I want to find the Black Arcs. We need to make sure they're okay, or free them if they're still imprisoned. That woman is our only clue. Please help me find her and free our people.
The main companion will be locked in your team until you can accomplish the quest.
I understand you're worried about them, but we have many other urgent things to take care of right now.
Fine, but don't take too long. We don't know what could happen to them. I'm sure they need our help.
Alright, ask about the mission... Iqbal and the merchant.
Well, do you finally have to...
Ah, okay. Now is not the time.
See you later.
Boy.
Okay, now I understand. So there are personal missions, personal quests and the like, which we will deal with later. But it locks who's in our party when we do them.
How are you?
Question him on... What do you know about Zarin?
What do you know about Zarin?
I don't know her. She didn't mix with the soldiers. The opposite of her husband. I would bump into her at the General's house. Good morning, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. She behaved like so many other nobles. Just maybe a tad more clever. She and her husband have a strange relationship. I wouldn't call it love. But I'm no expert on the subject.
Alright then. Thank you for that.
I must be off.
I understand.
Next, let's see. Sybil.
can I help you?
Nothing
Let's
to
talk about it
say.
later.
Always.
Okay, Ludwig.
Ah, excellent timing. I was just thinking about you. I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
I suppose you haven't forgotten our memorable encounter with my nephew Rudolph? It so happens that I've just received a message concerning him. It appears to have been written by a servant who accuses me of being responsible for the disappearance of his mistress, a merchant from the congregation. He says that she was lured to a meeting by my nephew and never came back. In the course of the various threats of torture and accusations he makes, it emerges that my nephew has also disappeared. I'm worried about him. We don't have a good relationship, but it's all my fault, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to him. I could take care of it myself, but I'm afraid I wouldn't be thinking clearly because it involves my family. Would you help me find my nephew and this woman?
We will. Why is your nephew angry at him?
Why do you and your nephew have such a strained relationship?
It's a very long story that I prefer not to think about. Look, I'll tell you if we manage to find Rudolph. I promise.
We'll help him later. Oh, that didn't help.
I'm sorry, but I've simply got too much...
Thank you, but don't...
We will help. Nothing else there, we'll leave.
We'll talk later.
Oh.
Okay, let me work down from the top. Like the upper level here. Okay, there isn't actually anything up here. What do we got in this cabin here? My cabin! So this is my cabin. We got the chest, we've got the bed, okay. Kinda nice, actually. Okay, let's take a look at the level below. Alvida's cabin. Sophia, you wish to speak.
I know you already have a lot to do, but I would still like to ask a favor, if you could spare a moment. While I was studying in Alima, I had a friend. A very dear friend that I would like to find. It was someone very knowledgeable, a true bookworm. But he was also someone with human virtue. In addition to the joy I would feel to see him again, I believe having an ally within the Alliance could be useful to us. It's been a long time since we last met, and I don't know where to find him, but his cousin Baran could certainly tell us. He's a merchant who owns a warehouse in the port of Alima. If you agree, we could go and see him together.
Alright, we will get to that later.
It's not really the moment.
Of course.
Oh, you can teach me to use a firearm.
I've seen you use rifles like the people in the Alliance. They are powerful weapons, and I'd like to know how to use them.
You young people are all the same. Always curious and eager to acquire new skills. I'll show you the fundamentals, so you could use them without hurting yourself.
Thank you very much.
Well, what do you think?
It wasn't as hard as it seemed. Thank you, Sophia.
Alright, ask her about nothing else there. Alright, thank you.
Bye.
See you.
So I guess now... Yep, you've unlocked a new skill tree. So, I can now use rifles if I wish, which I don't right now. There's Fausta.
I imagine that there are more urgent matters than visiting the man I spoke of, Father Cardinal Pius, who lives in Peren. That said, we need to go and meet him as soon as possible. I need to inform him of all that we have witnessed. Kernaz's rise in power, his unwarranted attacks against the islanders. He will know what to do to put an end to it, and will be a strong ally against the general. And he is also a close relation of the de Vespe family, Who could finance the journey to Tir Fredi? He could certainly help us convince them if the support from Sybil proves insufficient.
Alright. More information on the Father Cardinal Pius.
You seem to know the man well. Otherwise, why would you want to find him so badly?
Let's just say that he was an ally during my exile. Someone who didn't turn his back on me despite my banishment. He is a powerful and wise man. And after all we have seen, I must admit that I'm at my wit's end. But I know he'll know what to do. How to protect Thélème as well as the people of Tir Fredi from the Alliance.
You consider him something of a mentor, if I'm hearing you correctly?
Yes, that is exactly right. Is there anything else you would like to know?
Yes. What is the Cardinal's interest for Tir Fredi?
You're saying that your Father Cardinal wants to put a stop to Gurnaz's attacks on my people. But why would he even care?
Thélème is an enemy of the Alliance, as you know. And my nation does not find the conquest of your island by these people to be desirable. We have a different approach. It may not be perfect, I will readily admit. But we have no desire to remove your people from your homeland, nor to force them into slavery. Any information that would allow Thélème to put a stop to this conquest would benefit your people, believe me.
I'm sure it would. Where can the Cardinal be found?
Where can we meet this Father Cardinal?
He can be found most often in the Thélème embassy in Peren.
Alright then. I'll think about it while traveling to Peren.
We'll go to Peren soon enough, and we will be sure to meet him then.
If you end up docking in the city, I'll meet you at the embassy.
Of course.
Can you teach me to use your magic?
The magic that you're using is different from ours. Do you think you could teach me to use it?
I admit that I never thought about it. Of course, there is special training required to wield the rings, but you need to possess the gift of the enlightened, and your faith is so different than our own. But who am I to question what the divine intends for you? Let's try. We'll see what happens. It's incredible. May the enlightened forgive me. But I would have never thought that a native not of our faith could be so gifted in our magic.
Well, thank you.
Of course, you'll need to continue practicing in order to progress. But you have the gift. This much is true.
Thank you, Fausta.
Alright. Well, we can
I must
leave.
leave you.
See you later.
So, we now have another skill tree. Oh, what is this? Oh! We can put the bust in here. Collectible statues. Oh, that's interesting. Now I know. And I can choose a destination from here as well. It seems to be everything but the lower level of the Constancia. So if we head down here... Oh, we have a chest over here we can look at. What do we got in here? A memory stone and land seeker's turban. Okay. This beautiful silk turban is worn on the head. Outwardly mostly elegant, its cloth is of such quality that it actually provides decent protection. It was made for the emissary who negotiated with the Alliance to establish a colony on Tir Fredi. Its color, as well as its shape, were intended to appeal to the members of the Council of Al-Sad. Hang on, isn't someone wearing the other thing? Someone is wearing the land seller's thing. The land seller's coat. Yeah, you're wearing the land seller's coat. I have the land seller's turban. There it is, the land seller's turban. Which is not as good. Interesting. It is less armor. But it gives a lot of other things. You know what? I'll give it to you. And this is where the merchant is.
Hello? I didn't know we had a merchant on board.
Not all ships do, but it seems that you have support among the admirals. Would you like to see what I have for sale? I sell a bit of everything.
Yeah, I guess I can take a quick look. I don't think I really have any need of anything from you. Ooh. Reinforced peacoat from surviving fire ships. Not fur-lined tricorn hat. Buccaneer's feathered bicorn. Okay, these two are very high level. The reinforced peacoat. That has quite a few things. And anything for disguises? No. This medium thing, I don't have that much money. I can buy it. There's got to be someone who that could work for. Let's see. You're heavy. You're light. You're heavy. You're medium. That is straight up better. You lose out on the life bonus. Who else is medium? Light, light, medium. It is a lot better. Okay, the dodge chance is basically the same. You lose the agility bonus. This is just better in almost every way. I'm giving it to you. There we go. Okay. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, I think perhaps we'll talk with Nilon first and try to help him with whatever it is he wants us to help with. Actually, I do wonder if Alvida's would be easy to do. We'll figure it out in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44. I'll say name is Fly. That is Riddengare. This has been a Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World. And I shall see you all next time.